Hi, my name is Kira Jerome, and I'm going to be talking about sex trafficking in the United States. We are going to look at what sex trafficking is, what the statistics look like, how the justice system is handling trafficking, how we can better understand the laws and safeguards around trafficking, how we can personally help in our everyday lives in our communities, and the different resources nationally and locally. Sex trafficking is also known as human trafficking, can happen to people of all ages and genders and any race or religious background. Women are often used for sexual exploitation, while men are usually used for forced labor. It is believed that 1 in 5 human trafficking victims are actually children, exploited for begging, child pornography, or child labor. Human trafficking is modern-day slavery. Missouri trafficking cases are at 267, at the rate per 100,000 is 4.31. With the population of Missouri in the 2020 census being a little over 6 million, Missouri is third in the nation after Mississippi and Nevada, and followed by Nebraska, Florida, and California for the most cases. According to the Bureau of Justice, among the human trafficking cases reported between January 2008 and June 2010, sex trafficking victims were more likely to be white, 26%, or black, 40%, compared to labor trafficking victims who were more likely to be Hispanic, 63%, or Asian, 17%. And a research article by Ergel and Dossett Research done through the state-level investigations focused on certain races, population, family disruption, urbanization, and socioeconomic status, which was able to find out where trafficking was most likely going to happen and was given officials a better understanding. Even though people in poverty in certain races where it was most likely going to happen does not mean that was where it was going to happen every time. In the justice system, there are laws for safe harbor that protects any victims that come from trafficking. Every state obviously has different laws and safety nets put into place for trafficking. In Missouri, according to a journal by Kapler and Richie Zavaleta, public health officials and anyone in the public has a right to change the laws, know the laws, and stand up for what needs improvement. In the same article, it mentions that Missouri's safe harbor laws have not been updated even with the news of trafficking in Missouri being prevalent. The Trafficking Victims Protection Act of 2017 provided additional funding and mandates to support victims of trafficking and to increase transparency of the federal government's anti-trafficking work. The William Wilberforce Trafficking Victims Protection Reauthorization Act featured new measures to prevent and deter trafficking. This further improved the tools available to hold traffickers accountable by creating new crimes and impose appropriately serious penalties on those who obstruct or attempt to obstruct the investigation and prosecution of trafficking crimes, permitting prosecution of sex traffickers who recklessly disregard the fact that forced fraud or coercion would be used against the victim. There is witness and victim protection for those who come forward. The Domestic Victims of Human Trafficking Program, DVHT, provides comprehensive case management, direct services, and referrals to services including short and long-term housing options, substance abuse treatment, mental health counseling, educational opportunities, job training and skills development, legal advocacy, financial advocacy, and counseling, along with getting grants from the states. With the help of the criminal justice system and healthcare systems, according to Nichols, who wrote Sex Trafficking in the United States, The Theory, Research, Policy, and Practice, these systems have been able to help hundreds really understand the signs of sex trafficking and make people more aware of the situations. For us citizens, we need to protect all the victims of trafficking and help them get back to normal day lives and help them not to live in fear. As for the traffickers themselves, legislation needs to put down stricter rules, and they need to offer everyone training on how to recognize trafficking and exactly what to do. With this information being available to everyone and victims having safeguards, more people might come forward and help with the situation. Legislation can help slow trafficking down by funding the human and health resources with the help of all different security nets, including Homeland Security. This is how we can help end trafficking. We can learn the indicators of human trafficking. Human trafficking awareness training is available for individuals, businesses, first responders, law enforcement, educators, and federal employers, among others. We can be a conscientious and informed consumer. We are able to volunteer and support anti-trafficking efforts in our communities. We can meet with and such or write to our local, state, and federal elected officials to let them know you care about combating human trafficking, ask what they are doing to address it, and how we can help. We can be well informed, set up a web alert to receive current human trafficking news. We can use our social media platforms to raise awareness about human trafficking by using the following hashtags. #InTrafficking, #FreedomFirst. College students, we can take action on our campuses. We can either join or establish a university club to raise awareness about human trafficking and initiate action throughout our local community. We can consider doing research on the human trafficking topic, and then we can request that human trafficking be included in university curriculums. We can become a mentor to a young person or someone in need. Traffickers often target people who are going through a difficult time who lack strong support systems. As a mentor, you can be involved in new and positive experiences in that person's life during a formative time. The human trafficking hotline number is 1-888-373-7888 or text 233-733 be free. They also have an online live chat and are available 24/7. You can also use the U.S. Department of Labor Wage and Hour Division. Those are actually the national ways that we can report human trafficking. Some more local ones, in the Springfield area, it has an area human resource association that are local and know what to do. They can give victim and witness protection, provide housing, and federal issued money. In St. Louis, Missouri, there's a place called The Covering that helps restore the lives of trafficked youth. There's an organization in Warsaw, Missouri called Hope 51 that offers sanctuary for trafficking victims. Be sure to, in your hometowns, to look for any resources that might be needed or any resources that you might be able to start yourself. Here are the references I used, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.